Right now at noon, people in Houston are remembering George Floyd 2 weeks after his death. We'll have the latest from his memorial in Houston. And lawmakers are weighing in on police reform nationwide. The latest on their efforts.
This is News 3 Now at noon.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Mark Kane. Thanks for tuning in to News 3 on this Monday afternoon. 2 alert days in the forecast for heavy rains and potential flooding. Let's head to the Weather Center. Meteorologist Dana Fulton has a look at your first warned forecast on this hot day.
Very hot outside, near record breaking this afternoon. But even with all of that heat, the focus is really on tomorrow and Wednesday. Here's a live look right now with our Edgewater Sky Cam. A sunny sky. Temps are in the mid-80s with a breeze coming from the south at about 13 miles per hour. Those temperatures expected to climb to the low 90s, and it's quite a jump compared to where we were at this time yesterday. So much warmer outside, but the focus again is on the rain that will be moving in for Tuesday and Wednesday. The remnants of Tropical Storm Cristobal, right now a tropical depression, so it's already downgraded as it's moving onto shore. We're expecting those heavy rains to enter late in the day on Tuesday, continue through Wednesday. Thankfully, the second half of the week is going to be cooler and drier. We will need those sunny days to help dry things up after the rain. So we'll take a closer look at some totals and timing in just a few minutes, Mark.
All right, we'll see you then. Thank you, Dana. Beloit police investigating 1 shooting and 3 shots fired calls, all that happened within 5 hours last night. The first call came in after 7 o'clock on Moore Street near the Kruger-Haskell Golf Course. Then a few minutes later, police responded to a double shooting about a mile away on South Madison Road near the Woodmans. Both of those people are expected to be okay. Around 11:30, officers responded to West Grand Avenue for another shots fired call. And an hour later, the last call on Hackett Street near the Abundant Life Church of Beloit. All these cases are within a mile of one another. An 18-year-old man is in the hospital after a shooting on Madison's east side overnight. It happened just after 8 o'clock on East Washington Avenue near the Walgreens. Madison police are calling it an attempted homicide. Police are still investigating. Right now, the final public memorial for George Floyd is underway in Houston, where he grew up. Here's a live look at the memorial. Floyd's gold casket arrived at the Houston church, where a public viewing for him is being held today. It's been 2 weeks since he died after a white police officer in Minneapolis kneeled on the back of his neck for nearly 9 minutes. An invitation-only memorial service and private burial for George Floyd will be held in Houston tomorrow. The former police officer accused of second-degree murder for the death of George Floyd is due in court later today. Derek Chauvin is the former Minneapolis police officer accused of kneeling on Floyd's neck for almost 9 minutes. 3 ex-officers who were with him are accused of aiding and abetting him. Congress is responding to Floyd's death with the new police reform legislation. Among the changes, the bill would ban the use of chokeholds to subdue suspects and make it easier to prosecute officers for police brutality.
In the Senate, Democrats are going to fight like hell to make this a reality. Americans who took to the streets this week have demanded change. With this legislation, Democrats are heeding their calls.
Meanwhile, President Trump is holding a roundtable discussion with law enforcement officers this afternoon. A 64-year-old Wisconsin woman is facing charges after being caught on camera spitting on a young protester during a rally on Saturday. Protesters demanded that Stephanie Rapkin move her car after she parked it in the protesters' path. She then spit on a teenager. Rapkin's legal troubles continued after being released from jail. According to the Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel, she was arrested again on Sunday for shoving a 21-year-old college student who wrote a message in chalk in the sidewalk in front of her home. When police arrived on the scene, she allegedly kneed a police officer in the groin. There are 20,600 positive cases of COVID-19 in Wisconsin. Right now, 634 people have died of complications from the virus. About 67% of the cases have recovered. 2 Sauk County locations will offer free COVID-19 testing this week. Tomorrow, Reedsburg Ambulance will be conducting free testing starting at 8 a.m. They'll be testing on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 8 until noon. On Thursday, the National Guard will be offering drive-through testing at Bridges Elementary School in Prairie du Sac from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. People must be registered ahead of time. Sauk County health officials say they want to test 900 residents a week. Noah's Ark Water Park officials said that the park will be opening for the 2020 season on June 20th. The park has implemented a series of safety measures to help combat the spread of COVID-19, including limited capacity, pre-entry temperature checks, sanitizing stations, and social distancing, among other things. Walk-up tickets will be unavailable this summer. Tickets can only be purchased online. Well, there's more to come on News 3 Now at noon. Up next, we'll see what Howard's working on in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen.
Is it possible to make a cake without turning on your oven? The answer may surprise you and your taste buds.
Hi, I'm Travis Ganser. Looking to update your bath, shower, or your entire bathroom? Ganser is the answer with Bath Creations by Ganser Company.
Schedule your free in-home consultation or visit our beautiful showroom on the Beltline.
A local family-owned business of 4 generations.
Hi, Andrew Larson here with Larson Home Services. Safe to say 2020 has been a year unlike any we've ever seen. We're so grateful we've been able to conduct business safely and responsibly and do our small part to keep Wisconsin's economy rolling. And we'd like to thank all of the homeowners who have chosen to make Leaf Guard the choice for the last gutters their home will ever need.
They're the best. I don't have to worry about the gutters getting clogged up with the seeds, the branches, the dirt, the roof sheddings, and it's just one less worry for me.
Love to hear that. Right now, your Leaf Guard gutter system comes with some great money-saving extras. Get up to $1,000 off, free financing for 12 months, and call before this program is over and get a $100 Visa gift card with your new Leaf Guard gutter system. Don't wait. Call now to schedule your free estimate.
Hi, I'm Brian from McGann Furniture in Baraboo. At McGann's, our #1 priority is treating our customers right. We want your shopping experience to be fun and informative so you have all the information you need to make smart choices. We're shoppers too, and we believe in treating our guests like family. We always have and always will. Discover the difference at McGann Furniture in downtown Baraboo. You'll be so glad you did.
Wells Asphalt Paving, expert paving for over 40 years. Now offering $250 off your asphalt paving project. For residential and commercial, from new construction to replacements. Call today and save at Wells Asphalt Paving.
Now I get to make a difference in people's lives the way that the nurses that took care of my grandma made a difference in her life.
Now is the time to change your life. Herzing University makes it possible without leaving home. Herzing offers dozens of online degrees in nursing, healthcare, IT, and business. Start studying online and take the first step toward a new career.
I'm an ICU nurse.
I'm possible at Herzing.
Ganser Company is proud to introduce 80 years in 80 minutes. We give you the skinny in 80 minutes to make an educated decision.
Infinity Windows from Marvin offer a lifetime warranty.
Remember, 80 years and 80 minutes from a local family business of 4 generations.
If you love homemade baked goods, yet you don't want to heat up your kitchen by turning on your oven this time of year, then you're going to love the old-fashioned icebox cake we're whipping up today. The first thing we do is whisk together a package of instant vanilla pudding with some milk, along with some of the juice that we get after draining a can of sliced peaches. Once that starts to thicken up, we fold in a container of whipped topping. We set that aside for a sec while we place a layer of graham crackers on the bottom of a 9x13 baking dish and top it with about 1/3 of the pudding mixture. To give this a summery fresh taste, we lay half of the drained peaches over the cream before spooning on more of the pudding mixture. Then we simply repeat the layers, ending with more peaches on top. After this chills and sets up, it's ready to serve. It may be a no-bake, but it tastes like you fussed over it all day. With the creamy filling, the graham crackers that soak up all the goodness, and the juicy peaches, get ready for everyone to ask you to make this all summer long. To get the recipe for our Peachy Keen Icebox Cake, simply visit our website. I'm Howard with Kelly in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a no-bake way for you to say, ooh, it's so good. Go ahead.
All right, Howard, thank you. There's more to come on News 3 Now at noon. Up next, we have 2 alert days in the forecast as heavy rains could bring flooding across southern Wisconsin. Meteorologist Dana Fulton has more ahead in your first warn forecast.
Take a break from cooking at home and order takeout from your local Monk's Bar and Grill. Monk's is offering curbside pickup takeout service for your safety and convenience during these difficult times. Visit monksbarandgrill.com for takeout menus and online ordering.
Everyone has a bucket list. I just changed mine. When the time comes, I just want to be at home in my own PJs, not in a gown that lets in the breeze. I want my family there and people who care how I live, not just how long. Care on my terms. A Grace gave my dad that kind of care, and now I know when I need it, a Grace will help.
A Grace, hospice and palliative care. Just call. A Grace will help.
The funeral is the start of the healing process. It's not the end. While the death of someone you love is painful, not experiencing it, not sharing that pain, ends up in the long run being more painful. And it's all about doing something to help ourselves heal.
Cress Funeral and Cremation Service. We are the hand on your shoulder to graciously help you through these tough times.
Savor the goodness of Kemp's Simply Crafted ice cream. No artificial flavors, no shortcuts, ever. Just local, farm fresh cream and a little magic in every scoop. It's simply delicious. Kemp's, good comes around. Bring home more Simply Crafted magic, now in sandwiches and new flavors.
Take a break from cooking at home and order takeout from your local Monk's Bar and Grill. Monk's is offering curbside pickup takeout service for your safety and convenience during these difficult times. Visit monksbarandgrill.com for takeout menus and online ordering.
After a sunny and hot start to the week, we're talking about some big changes in the forecast. Hattie's tracking 2 alert days as the remnants of a tropical system could bring heavy rainfall across southern Wisconsin. We're on the air at 4:30 with the latest storm track.
News 3 Now is partnering with the Madison School District to provide its high school seniors with special commencement ceremonies. Class of 2020, born to make history. June 12th and 13th on News 3 Now and streamed live on Channel 3000.
The Farm Report is sponsored by Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Let's check Wall Street at the noon hour. The Dow Industrials up 236 points. The NASDAQ up 34. The S&P 500 up 15. Farm Director Pam Yankee is here today with your farm news. Hi, Pam.
Well, you know, a lot of things have been adjusted about Wisconsin agriculture and our events and how we reach people. If you're Abigail Martin, our current Alice in Dairyland 2020 is going a whole lot different than you expected. Of course, she's current Alice in Dairyland, and because of COVID-19, the Wisconsin Department of Ag, Trade, and Consumer Protection has had to extend their contract with Abigail. She will now remain on the job until about the first week of July. That's because the COVID-19 situation has forced the Wisconsin Department of Ag, Trade, and Consumer Protection, along with Walworth County, which was hosting the interview process for our next Alice in Dairyland candidates, to change their procedure. They are going to be interviewing the 6 candidates that still want the job the 3rd week of June. That's far later than the original May event that was planned for face-to-face evaluation and judge activities down in Walworth County. Now everything's going to be virtual, and in regards to social distancing, the candidates are also going to be obviously respecting that with their judges and their evaluation panel. You can follow along online, Wisconsin Department of Ag, Trade, and Consumer Protection website. Follow Alice in Dairyland on Facebook. Just look for Alice in Dairyland. In fact, Abigail had a really nice June Dairy celebration on Facebook on Saturday, reaching whatever audience she can. She said it has been very tricky to try to come up with creative ways to use existing materials for Alice in Dairyland. Still trying to reach classrooms, still trying to reach any audiences that you can, and that includes the media. Way to go, Abigail. We're happy to have you stick around with us through July. And then we're also recognizing the financial impact of the loss of World Dairy Expo. Scott Bentley, General Manager, World Dairy Expo, talked with me on Friday. It's going to amount to about a $25 to $30 million financial hit just in the Dane County bottom line impact of business loss. About $13 million worth in lodging loss, about $5 million in retail and restaurant sales that are lost because the show is canceled. I'll see you this afternoon, starting at 2 p.m., the Blaine's Farm and Fleet location in Baraboo today. If you haven't picked up your Wisconsin Needs Farmers yard sign, you're welcome to join us. If you're on our list and you don't want to wait any longer, please meet us there. 2 until 4, or well, signs supplies last. Baraboo Blaine's Farm and Fleet today. That's your quick food and fiber update on a Monday. I'm Pam Yankee. Be safe.
You too, Pam. Thank you. Here's Dana now with a wet forecast.
A wet forecast, and it's a little hot outside right now. So if you are heading to Baraboo to hang out with Pam, know that it's going to be a little warm, and you certainly might want to put on some sunscreen since it is so sunny outside currently. We have alert days in the forecast for tomorrow and for Wednesday. A heavy rain will be building in late in the afternoon and evening for Tuesday and Wednesday. As that heavy rain comes to an end, our 2-day rain totals will likely range between 1 to 3 inches, with some isolated areas certainly picking up more. So a very, very soggy setup for the next few days. Our tropical storm is now a tropical depression. The winds have weakened a little bit as it's moved through Louisiana. The center of Tropical Storm Cristobal making landfall on the coast of Louisiana yesterday. The rain had been impacting the deep south over the weekend, but landfall is right when the eye wall, the edge of the eye wall, actually comes onto land. Now you can see the rain stretching up into Arkansas, the cloud coverage moving into southern Illinois and Missouri. This system is going to continue to travel north, really close to the Mississippi River line, and start to get into the edge of southern Wisconsin late in the day tomorrow. So we'll start off the day with skies becoming mostly cloudy. The rain chances develop later in the afternoon and evening. Heavy rainfall expected early in the day. Further south, that all lifts north, so will be easy to track throughout the day as the rain builds in. It continues overnight with the heaviest showers overnight, and then Wednesday we'll have some wraparound moisture before things start to dry up later Wednesday night and into Thursday. Our rainfall totals will be highest along the western edge of the state, but the entire area is likely going to pick up at least an inch of rain. But any small shift in this track could really ramp up our accumulation totals. Right now, it seems like the heaviest stretch is still just a little further off to the west, but if that pulls further east, again, we could be dealing with some major flooding concerns looking at the end of Wednesday with localized flooding, creeks swelling up. Right now, there is a flash flood watch in effect for the western edge of the state, stretching through La Crosse, Crawford, Richland, and Grant counties included in that. The rest of the area still seeing a lot of rain. Even though we don't have any watches in effect right now, we're going to be keeping a close eye on those totals as things really start to add up through Wednesday. We stay mostly clear through the rest of the day. It is a little warm outside. Again, very sunny also. So sunscreen essential for this evening if you are spending any time outside. Now overnight, our skies will be partly cloudy. Tomorrow morning, we start to become mostly cloudy, and the rain chances build in late in the afternoon. This is during the heat of the day, so wouldn't be surprised if some of these thunderstorms are strong to severe as that heavy rain lifts north. The strong storms continue north. It's not going to linger over us. The storm continues to travel northeast, but we will have more showers expected to build in on Wednesday. Temperatures this afternoon expected to climb into the low 90s. The record for today is 92, so near record breaking, and that certainly would be the headline if it weren't for the tropical rains that will be building in for tomorrow and for Wednesday. Low 90s this afternoon and mostly sunny. For Tuesday and Wednesday, we're expecting temperatures to drop back quite a bit. The shower chances develop late in the day on Tuesday, stay overnight into Wednesday. Temps will be in the low 80s on Tuesday and in the mid 70s for afternoon highs on Wednesday. The second half of the week and our weekend is going to introduce a cooler and drier stretch, and that'll be good for us to get that sunshine and not have any additional rain coming in, and the sun certainly helps with evaporation, getting rid of all the water that's going to be standing on the grounds and just taking off that top layer on any creeks and lakes as well.
It's kind of unusual for a tropical storm to make it this. They usually go like off to the
further
northeast.
East, yes. Yeah. This might actually be the furthest west that a track has lifted north. So it might be the furthest west, but it is unusual for it to come this far north with that much of a stretch.
There's just nothing in the way.
Nothing in the way, so it's, again, traveling right on up the Mississippi River.
All right. Keep the umbrella handy.
Yes.
All right, Dana, thank you. Ahead at noon, Lisa Briggs from the Bruce Company is in the backyard. There she is. She's taking your plant and garden questions. 270-9933, the number to call.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
General Heating and Air Conditioning. Our large fleet of service vehicles are nearby, and our mobile fabrication shops allow us to save you time and money. When your home comfort system needs servicing or replacing, turn to the experts at Carrier and General Heating and Air Conditioning.
Save big money on your next project with 11% off everything right now at Menards. Menards has what you need to start and finish your home improvement projects. Plus, you'll save 11% on all of it. Menards also offers contactless pickup. Order and pay for your items online and have one of our team members load your order into your vehicle with zero contact. Stop waiting and start saving with 11% off everything now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards. Good morning, class. Today's lesson is about shopping local. Do you know what day is coming up?
608 Day. You just go to MadisonMagazine.com, click on 608 Day to find great deals from businesses we love in the 608. You know, like the area code.
Very good, Emmy. When does this take place?
The week of June 8th, 608. Madison Magazine makes it easy to shop local.
She's my star student.
You were always the responsible one, so much like me, always taking care of everyone else. But this wasn't your responsibility. I already took care of the arrangements. The Ryans made it so easy. I didn't want you to worry about a thing. It's my last gift to you, my lovely daughter.
For years, iMart Express has provided quality eyewear and same-day service to your community. With sights set on the path forward, we continue to rally together to keep your future in focus. Get 2 pairs of single vision glasses for under $40 and 2 pairs of progressives for under $80. We've implemented additional measures to ensure the safety of everyone that comes into our stores. We thank our local heroes for your dedication to our community. For more information, visit imartexpress.com.
General Heating and Air Conditioning. Our large fleet of service vehicles are nearby, and our mobile fabrication shops allow us to save you time and money. When your home comfort system needs servicing or replacing, turn to the experts at Carrier and General Heating and Air Conditioning.
Lisa Briggs from the Bruce Company is in the backyard weather patio. There she is. Hi, Lisa.
There are butterflies out here. It's breezy. It's kind of lovely out here.
It is very nice. We'll get you inside sooner or later, but this will work for now. 270-9933, the number to call. We will begin with Jennifer in Madison. Hi, Jennifer. What's your question?
Hi. How are you guys today?
Great.
Say, I have a question about my peony bushes.
Okay.
I would like to know if I'm cutting them to bring the flower inside, if that deters them from getting bigger each year.
No, it does not. So if you've got a nice size plant and you want to bring a little bit of that loveliness indoors, go right ahead. It is not going to affect how the plant grows for later in the summer or how big it's going to get next year. And as a matter of fact, after the flowers are done outside that you leave on the plant, you're going to want to cut those seed structures off so that the plant doesn't waste a lot of energy producing seed. So enjoy.
All right, that's what they're there for, right?
That's indeed.
All right, Jeannie from Boscobel. Hi, Jeannie, what's your question?
Hi, I was wondering about my lilac bushes. I have one that's huge, and none of them bloomed this year because of the freeze, and I wondered if it was too late to cut that back now.
Now would be the time of year that you would want to cut back lilac, so it's generally soon after the flowering is done, which is on course for now. I would say by the middle part of June you want to get that done. If you want to do what we call renewal pruning instead of heading back and just chopping it back, you can go in and take some of the oldest stems out all the way down to the ground, and that will encourage new flowering shoots to come up for later years.
All right.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thanks for calling. Let's go to Sue in Partyville. Hi, Sue.
Hi, I have a question today. I was wondering why rhubarb is so scarce this spring, and also when is the best time to plant a rhubarb rhizome?
The best time to plant is in the spring, and if you're wanting to divide yours up, that would be when you first start to see the buds come up. You can dig it out and split it and move it around. I don't know why rhubarb is behaving the way it is this year. You are not the first person who I've heard that from. I've had calls, radio calls, and a lot of people checking in at the plant desk, and we haven't determined a cause other than maybe as it was just coming up because the weather was warm this spring, and then we got that super cold weather. If that just stunted the plant a little bit, bit. That's the only thing that we can think of that is causing that sort of general kind of not very great crop of rhubarb this year.
So Sue is not alone.
She is not alone.
All right. Connie in Baraboo. Hi, Connie. What's your question?
Hi, I have a question. I received a kaffir lily, and I identified it through an app. I received it from my son for Mother's Day, and I just wondered, I have no clue what to do with it.
So you said it's a what kind of lily?
It's a kaffir, K-A-F-F-I-R.
K-A-S-S. A cashmere lily?
I'm not sure. I identified it through the app.
Okay.
And I have no clue. It was orange. It was very pretty.
Okay, so any of the lilies most of them are hardy here in Wisconsin. So you can go ahead and plant that outside. There are lots of Easter lilies and blooming lilies that are forced for Mother's Day. So you can go ahead and plant that. They like a full sun location, good drainage, and you're going to want to give it a little bit of protection from rabbits or deer if you have that issue, because they do love to munch on lilies. Before you do that though, why don't you take a photo of it and email it to our plant desk. That's plantdesk@brucecompany.com, so we can make sure that we're identifying it correctly and make sure that we're giving you the proper advice.
Okay.
All right, let's go to Millis in Sauk County. Sauk City, perhaps. Millis, what's your question?
Hi, I have some fine line buckthorn shrubs or trees, whatever they are, and they are developing a yellow blight on them. I did a little research, and it sounds like crown rust. And if so, how do I treat that?
Okay, so rust is a fungal disease, and it's kind of a fascinating one because it has an alternate host, usually one of our native junipers. And so what you'll want to do is treat your buckthorn for sure. You can use a fungicide, you can use copper, you can use something like Daconil, you can use a biologic like Revitalize, and you're going to want to do a spray now, and then according to the package instructions, it's usually every 10 days to 2 weeks while the weather continues to be warm and humid. So you might be spraying for a while, and that will arrest the problem and keep it from progressing. When your buckthorn loses its leaves in the fall, you want to make sure that you do a really good cleanup. So you don't want to leave any of that leaf litter around on the ground, as that is often a source of reinfection next year.
All right, we're out of time. Thank you, Lisa, for coming out. Thank you, everyone, for calling. We'll see you next time. Stay cool. Warm out there, Dana.
Sunny and warm today, a little humid also, and then the rain building in for tomorrow and Wednesday. So we have alert days in the forecast for Tuesday and Wednesday. Chance for strong thunderstorms tomorrow and potentially some isolated flooding concerns for Wednesday. The second half of the week will be cool and drier.
All right. Thank you, Dana. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you back here at 4 o'clock. In the meantime, have a safe afternoon.